Hello everyone, today I will be going over Amakakeru Ryū no Hirameki. Hopefully I did not butcher that. It is a move that Kenshin does from Rurouni Kenshin, one of my favorite childhood shows. And if you're an OG and you're a true fan of the show, if you know what I'm talking about, please leave a comment and tell me your backstory, how you got into the show, and what you love about it. I would love to hear it. Anyway, so today I will be going over the realistic side of this move, and I will explain it even in a spiritual sense. So the example I'm using is when Kenshin versed Shishio. Hello everyone, my name is Samuel Musashi. I've been a martial artist for 2 decades, going on 3. I'm a professional sword fighter and iaido practitioner. I teach iaido and samurai martial arts for mental health and self-development. Please enjoy the video. In a more technical standpoint though, but you got to understand that the way they show it in the show is not exactly realistic, but there is realistic principles within it. Because as you see here, he is making that bind with his sword, and then right when Shishio moves his katana out the way, he used that momentum. You see what I mean? So you can do that even when your sword is already drawn. You make that connection with a block or attack, and then use that to go into one of their openings. Be aware of your opponent's openings and weaknesses, and in your own, where you can move and where you can't move. This is truly understanding in all the different directions, which is called hipugiri in Japanese, is all the different directions. And this is one of the most important premises for sword fighting. But to apply it, you must first apply the spiritual meaning behind it. So to be able to do these things, you have to practice the principle that's in iaido, the principle that the samurais practiced so much all their lives, which is mushin, to clear your mind. This is what it means to be in the moment, is being in the moment so much that you can see and feel your opponent's every movement, to be able to counter, to interrupt. This goes further than that. Even outside of sword fighting in everyday life, this helps you to be able to confront your purpose without hesitation, without fear. Do what you need to do to get done. Because the whole point of this principle is to face the danger, but to realize that your life is important, that you don't want to get hit, that you don't want to get hurt, that you're going to protect yourself, but not because of fear, but because of the importance. So you have to clear your mind for this. It's not easy to do, but it can be done. But this is why we practice the iaido and practice this Zen martial art, to be able to do this within a fight and in everyday life. And just because you have a clear mind doesn't mean that you're just going to go. You have to feel your opponent, feel the moment, be in the moment, so much so where you know when they're being hesitant, you know what they're feeling, what they're trying to do. You be patient at the right moment, and then you rush them down at the right moment. This principle and fighting is a lot deeper than it may seem at first glance. Side note, in this video we were using professional practice swords from Purple Heart Armory. They are firm enough but safe enough to use without protective gear. Now it's not going to be perfect because it doesn't have a saya, but it's still good enough and legit enough where you can practice intense attacks, right? And to help you get used to sword fighting before using steel. Now if you want your own to practice with your friends, relatives, whoever, check it out at Purple Heart Armory. This is not sponsored, but please like and comment, subscribe for more. Thank you.